A Kano state man has taken to the social media, Twitter precisely, to ask God for forgiveness for condemning the previous administration while in power. The man, who is identified as Peacock on the Bed app on Monday, August 31st, asked for God's mercy over a tweet by him in 2015 which condemned and seek for the removal of former President Goodluck Jonathan from office due to dollar hike. Dawisu recalled his tweet which protests against the value of Nigerian naira to dollar, which rises from 155 naira to 205 naira during the Jonathan's administration. The tweet reads, saying Jonathan inherited a naira value of 155 naira to dollar, but naira today traded at 205 naira to a dollar. Jeg must go. Hashtag Jeg must go. However, considering the present naira value to dollar among other challenges faced under the present administration led by President Muhammadu Buhari, Dawisu was regretful of his comments and he asked God to forgive him for criticizing Jonathan during his tenure. He tweeted in the Hausa language, which is interpreted to be, Allah, I am sorry, please forgive me. Okay. Well, one thing I just believe is that it's unfortunate that we are now referring to what happened in the past as being the best, because it was not the best. The unfortunate incident now is that, like I always say, I hope even as we are at this present situation, after this regime, we will not be saying, oh, this regime is now better, because it's going to be meaning that it's like that we are just saying that Nigeria will never be better, because if as at that time everybody was complaining from 155 naira to 205 naira, it was not good. It wasn't good. But unfortunately, the people who came again to sell to us that yes, there's going to be a change, there's going to be this, there's going to be that, and we now found out that they were just coming and using all those things that were challenges before us then to use it to come into office, because from what we can see, they don't, no plan, nothing, they don't have anything in place. If it took the government 6 months before they could even get their minister, and people were saying, oh, let's be patient, oh, they cannot just go and pick anybody as ministers. That was in 2015. It took 6 months. At the end of the day, when they appointed their ministers, the same set of people, that because people were so expectant, the expectations of people were so high, meaning that, oh, they were going to bring technocrats. And as they came in that 2015, by December, everything started going in disarray, and they were telling us, oh, they have stolen money, they have this, they have done this. Now, some people have said that even if you give this government how many years, we are still going to be hearing the same thing. The insecurity we are talking about, the economy, everything. What can we even talk about? Nothing. Where can we see? We talk about even the corruption we are talking about. There's no difference. So it's just unfortunate that as a country, even as at 2014, 2015, that will not be referring to what happened there as being good, because it wasn't good. I hope that the next administration or the next regime will, this regime will not be better than that, because if it's the next regime is going to be worse than what we are experiencing now, that means Nigeria will never be good again. Because we are supposed to be progressing. Not forget all this, they will do one sex of a thing and they'll tell you that, okay, we have done well in this area, and even in that area, it's still questionable. Then out of 10, let's say for example, out of 10 things, you've been able to do half. Then that half, you begin to explain, you begin to pride on it, that yes, you have done it. You know, recently they were telling us that Buhari has started restructuring. Restructuring in what way? Restructuring, at the end of the day, what is the effect of that restructuring, which we don't even understand. Of course, it is part of a hyping the regime. So if this man is now begging for forgiveness, I hope the next regime will not be worse than this, because it's like that is now a pattern. Because we are supposed to be looking back to say, oh, thank God we left that era. Now this era is better off. But now we are going to be referring to that era which does not speak well for a country that is ready to move forward. You take one step forward in one aspect, then how many steps backward? Then have we achieved anything? Nothing. Just moving around circles. Of course, it is natural that people will now begin to say, oh, what we were complaining then, because remember then it was not even palatable for people, that what we were complaining about then is even better than what we are experiencing now. It shows that things are not working well. But believe you me, ask the regime, the people who are there now, the present government now, they will tell you everything is okay, that you just refuse to see. Or better still, they will tell you that because of a 16 years misrule, how do you expect 6 years to be able to correct that anomaly? If at all they really want to prove or they want to argue it just to cover some things, that is what they are going to be telling you. But from what this man is saying, that is begging for forgiveness, for what he said before. Okay, this man must be careful before they also condemn him to death. Okay, because maybe another blasphemy. No. When I leave office, you will all remember me for the total freedom you enjoyed under my regime, according to Goodluck Jonathan. God will never forgive you. Very soon, thunder will wipe you. Okay, confused tribalistic man. If Abacha comes again, he will apologize to Buhari for Boko Haram, Nigeria problem, and looters. Confused tribalistic. If Abacha comes, okay, the same thing. And so, apologize to Jeg first, please. For forgive, please God forgive him for asking for it's your words are true, because it's asking for forgiveness that God should just say forgive him. Okay, apologize to yourself, nobody needs it, but I feel for you for being a northern, coming out to say the truth of how you feel. Some are still in this kind of experience, yet dying in silence and fear of amputation. Oh, okay. Well, you did not commit any sin against Jonathan, my brother. Jonathan was not a good leader and a good manager of the economy. We cannot just sit there and be telling ourselves what is not. All of them put together, whether Obasanjo, irrespective of what they must have done, what we need to look at today is where is Nigeria with, because all of them will come out and tell you, oh, they have done this. Go and ask their media aides, go and ask their supporters. They will tell you, especially those who really gain from them, they will tell you everything was very, very good. It's just few of them that will come out. They will say, "Oh yes, we know that we goofed in this area, but we can correct it." Of course, PDP has come out to say they pleaded for forgiveness. Of course, that's why it is normal, because when you are in a situation, you just have to you do everything possible for you to be out of that situation, because it is not good. You can't say, oh, I don't want to move forward because where I am now, I just have to be there. No, now you have to move forward. If that place is not still good, you still just have to move forward. But that does not mean that, oh, you are not going to be regretting where you were coming from, because you needed to leave that place. You needed to leave that place. Everything was not just good, but those who were benefiting or those who were just supporting, they will support that time, and they are still justifying it for the fact that this administration is not doing well. We should not even start saying, oh, we want to start praising the last administration, because everybody was complaining. So if you said there's nothing wrong in what was happening, then you should accept the fact that there's nothing wrong in what is happening now, because those of you who are supporting this government, you criticize the former government. Now those of you who are criticizing this government, present government, now you were praising the former government. So all of you, in all, we are not moving forward. In all, we have not moved forward. We are not even trying to even move forward, because when you see the corruption, all the people who are into one corrupt practices or the other, they are just sit there and they are not ready to change. They are not ready to change. So he's entitled to his opinion. Who is going to forgive him? We just have to still move on, because where we are, it is not where we plan to be. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us know what you think.